Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Soft Lifestyles. My name is Sophia Abdusalam, and on this channel I share pattern drafting and sewing tutorials to help you create beautiful outfits with confidence. In my last video, I did a tutorial on how I drafted the pattern for this palazzo pant you're seeing on me right now. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to cut the pattern out on fabric, how to cut the pockets, and how to sew everything together to achieve a single pant like this one. So if this is something you would like to see, do well to stay with me till the end of this tutorial. And if this is your first time seeing my face, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like, share, and please subscribe. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Yeah, you're welcome, guys. So for this tutorial, the first thing we are going to be doing is to cut out our pattern on fabric. So as you can see, I'm currently cutting the front piece. So after this, I'll cut the back piece as well. So when I'm done cutting out everything out on fabric, I'll come back to show you what is the next thing we are going to be doing, okay? So guys, after cutting out all the pattern, this is what is remaining from my 2.5 yard of fabric that I bought. So I've cut out what I'm going to be using for my pockets, but I'm yet to cut out what I will use for the band. So this is my pocket piece here, and I've folded the fabric into 4. Okay, this is the open part. So while this part is closed and this other part is closed, but if you count this open part, you'll see that I have 4 pieces in total. So as for the length of my pocket piece, I have 13.5 by 9 inches. And please note that this 13.5 by 9 inches is on fold after I've folded the fabric into 4. So that is what I have as measurement. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'll unpin the paper from the fabric, at least this upper part of the pattern. I will unpin it so that I'll be able to place the pocket piece under it so that I'll be able to create my pocket opening. Now, to place your pocket piece, you will notice that 2 sides of your pocket piece is closed and 2 parts of your pocket piece is opened. So one of the closed parts will be down, while the other part of the closed part will be inside. So the open part, one of them will be up, while the other part will be on the side of the trouser. So just watch what I'm doing in case you don't understand what I'm saying. You are going to get it. So what I'm going to be doing now is I am going to pin the trouser pattern to the pocket piece. The trouser piece to the pocket piece. I'm going to pin them together so that when I'm creating my pocket opening, I won't have a situation whereby one fabric has shifted or something. So the first thing I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to trim off the excess from the pocket piece so that it is going to follow the shape of the trouser piece. All right, I'm trying to create the shape of the trouser piece on the pocket piece. And please don't forget to notch the important places like your hip point and your crouch points on the side especially. So right now I'm trimming off all the excess and everything is looking like the trouser piece. If you don't lift it up, you wouldn't even know that there's something under it. So what I'm going to be doing now is on the waist here, I'm going to be coming in by 1 inch. All right. And I'm going to be going down by 6.5 to 7 inches, depending on how wide you want your pocket opening to be. Okay. But for me, I think I did 6.75 for the length. All right. So on this 6.75, I'm going to be going in by 1.5 inch. All right. 1.5. But on the waist, I went in by 1 inch. So I'm going to be connecting these 2 points together with a straight line like this. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to lift up my trouser pieces, which is 2. Then I'm going to lift up two of my pocket piece. You know, I told you I have 4 pieces for my pocket. So I'll be lifting up just 2 out of it together with my trouser piece. That makes it 4 in total. So I'm going to be cutting along the line that I draw for my pocket opening. Please and please don't make the mistake of lifting up all the 4 pieces that you have for your pocket. You need to just lift up 2 out of it together with your trouser piece and cut. So right now, we need to open one part of our pocket piece. So if you follow through like I did, you follow me the way I did my pocket opening. So when you want to open one part of your pocket piece, you need to open the one that is down. Please don't open it on the side. Open it at the down part and lift the side closed. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, just watch what I'm doing. You are going to understand it. So right now, my front piece is ready and we can start prepping our fabric for sewing. So right now, I'm done prepping my fabric off camera. So I'm just going to explain to you everything I did. So the first thing I did when I was cutting out my pattern of fabric was to add half-inch sewing allowance to the waist. This is because I'm going to need it to join the band to the main trouser. So please add half-inch to your waist. So the next thing I did was to put stay on the center back. This is going to stabilize the center back because I am going to be fixing my zipper there. So the next thing I did was to mark out my dart allowance, and that's all I did for the back piece. So as for my front piece, the same thing. I added half-inch to the waist area because I need a half-inch to join the band to the main trouser. I marked out my dart allowance, as you can see. And another thing I did was to iron stay on my pocket opening. So this is going to stabilize the pocket area as well, so that it is just going to give it a little bit of structure. So what I'm doing here now is I'm trying to mark the back from the front, because this fabric is the type that you cannot differentiate the front from the back. Okay, so now to start my sewing, I'm going to sew the center front by 1/2 inch, and I'm going to sew down the dart as well. So for my back piece, I'm going to be sewing it down by 1 inch. Remember, my sewing allowance for the back piece was 1 inch, and I'm going to be sewing down the dart as well. So I'll do all of that, and this is what I have. So I've sewn down my dart and I have even ironed it down. Okay, this is my front piece here, and this is my back piece. So I sewed down my back piece with my 1 inch sewing allowance and I ironed it open. I still done the that and I iron it flat as well. So it is time for us to fix our zipper. So what I'm going to do now is I'll fix the zipper, then come back to show you what is the next thing we'll do. Now, after fixing the zipper, this is what I have here. As you can see, everything is looking flat and neat. So this is what the inside looks like. So I'll set the back piece aside for now so that we can start working on the front piece. So right now on my front piece, I've sewn down the center front by 0.5 inch sewing allowance. I've sewn down the dart as well, and I've ironed it down. So it is time for us to fix our pocket on the trouser. So please make sure you note the front and back of your fabric, especially if you are using a fabric that is hard to tell the front and back apart. So to fix my pocket, the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'll be placing the pocket piece on the main fabric, right side facing each other, okay? And I'm going to be sewing it following my pocket opening by 0.25 inch, that is 1/4 inch, not up to 1/2 inch. All right, so after sewing it down, I will then do an understitch on it. After doing an understitch, I'll then go ahead to iron it. So I will do that, then come back to show you what I have. Now, I'm done sewing down the pockets to the trouser and I've even ironed it. So this is what I have. So notice what is going on around the pocket. You see that it's looking flat. That is the essence of the stay that I pulled. So what I'm going to do now is I'll fold the pocket, the down part of my pocket, wrong side facing each other, such that the right side is outside, and I'll be sewing the down part by 1/4 inch, not 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. I'll be sewing it, but please make sure you fold it wrong side facing each other. Okay. So now, after sewing it down, this is what I have. What I'm going to do now is I am going to turn it inside out. So I'm going to be putting it the way it should be. So at this point, if you try to put your hand in the pocket, you will notice that, you'll be feeling the quarter of an inch swing allowance that we used to secure the down part. So we need to hide that quarter of an inch so that if anybody put hand in your pocket, they won't be touching that that's sewing allowance. So after turning your pocket inside out like this, you would then go ahead and sew this down part again by quarter of an inch or half of an inch, just to hide that sewing allowance inside your pocket. Okay. So after that, I will sew the side and I will sew the upper part just to secure the pocket to the main trouser itself so that everything will now be one piece. So I will do that for this second part as well. Then I'll come back to show you what we are going to do next. Right now, I'm done fixing the pockets on the trouser piece. As you can see, everything is looking neat and nice. So the next thing we're going to be doing now is we are going to be joining the front and the back piece together, and we are going to be doing a little bit of shaping. So what I'm going to do is I'll measure what I have on the waist for both front and back. Okay, I'll measure it together. Then I'm going to subtract my actual waist measurement from it. So the excess that I have, I'm going to divide it into 4 and I'm going to be marking it on the side of the trouser. So my waist is 30. So after subtracting, I have 5 inches in excess. So that 5 inches divided by 4 gave me 1 1/4. So I'll be marking 1 1/4 on this side on the waist, okay? And I'll move to the hip as well. Please note that the parts that I'm marking is the parts that will be facing me when I am sewing on the machine. So I'll measure what I have on the hip for the front and I'll measure what I have on the hip for the back as well. So I am then going to minus my actual hip measurement from it. So the hip measurement I'm working with is 44. So after subtracting what I have on the fabric, what I have my actual waist measurement from my actual hip measurement from what I have on the fabric, I have 5 inches in XX again. So that 5 inches divided by 4 gave me 1 1/4. So I marked it on my hip. And I'm going to be marking that 1 1/4 on my crotch line all the way to the hem of the trouser. So whatever you use to shape the hip side of your trouser is what you are going to be using to shape it all the way to the hem. Okay, so in my own case I have 1 1/4, so I'm just marking that 1 1/4 all the way to the hem of the trouser, and I'm going to be using my ruler to connect the points together. All right. Now, I'm going to be doing all of this on the other side of the trouser as well. We have two sides to join together. So this is just one side I'm showing you. I'm going to do the second part too. Then I'll head over to my machine to sew it down. So, and I will sew it at the inseam side as well with half of an inch. So let me just do all of that and come back to show you what I have, okay? So right now I've joined the side of the trouser together. As you can see, I've joined the side and I've even joined the under, which is the inseam part. So I joined the under, that is the inseam part, by half of an inch, which is the exact sewing allowance I added to the pattern when I was drafting it. So I'm gonna head to cut out what I'm going to be using for my band. So as for my band, I have, you know, I did on the pattern, it was 1 inch that I marked for my band. But what I have here on the fabric is 1 1/2. This is because I will need half inch to join the band to the trouser itself. That's what I did. So when I'm done sewing, I will have 1 inch left on the band. So I'm just going to fix the band on the trouser. I'm going to finish up the hem of the trouser, and I'm going to wear the trouser for you guys to see it. So that will be all for this tutorial. If you have any question for me, you can drop it into the comment section. I'm going to reply to you as soon as possible. So until next time we meet again, stay fly, stay stylish. Bye bye.